Welcome back, everybody, to the continuation of our Let's Play of Captain of Industry. Yes, sorry, it's been like 2 weeks, but sadly, the last 2 weeks I've been very busy at work. And the priority is work first, then Twitch, then YouTube, then sleep. And I've been prioritizing sleep a bit more. Yes, we have not forgotten about the series. Space exploration will also continue, don't worry about that. But sadly, the truth is, whenever I'm running out of time, the YouTube channel gets kicked first. And there's only so much time in the day, sadly. Nevertheless, we still got this amazing game to play over here, Captain of Industry. And there's still quite a bit of stuff that we need to do over here. Now, I've already had this game running for like an hour before I started the recording session. And there is one thing that has been done over here. You might see the water pipe over here. It used to go all the way over here, and then it used to go all the way into the farm over here, and then to the dumping site to the north. However, since we're more or less taking all of this dirt over here and all of this hill over here away, we needed to move the pipe, and the pipe has already been crumbling over here. You can already see it over here that the pipe has crumbled, in fact, and there's some trash going around, which we need to pick up, but that will be fine. That will be fine. So I've more or less rebuilt the pipe over here, and it's now going, well, past the wall over here in a, well, as neat of a fashion as I could make it. Sadly, these poles over here, they don't really align up very well. Sometimes they do, sometimes they do not. I actually want these pipes to be on top of each other, but that also didn't work. But it doesn't matter. We now got like a water pipe and a poop pipe. Please do not confuse the both of them. And then we get to this magnificent part over here where, well, let's be honest, I just let the auto complete over here take over, and, well, yes, it's a bit chaotic over here. I think if anybody would be an actual civil engineering or something like that, they would look at this and go like, what the fuck are you doing over there? But to be perfectly honest, this is a fine solution. It goes all the way down here, all the way over here, where it meets up with the poop pipe. The poop still goes over here. And then the water goes all the way back over here into the farm. So technically, from a hydrokinetic point of view, or more or less a physics point of view, as long as the water pipe goes from a higher layer to a lower layer, it doesn't really matter how it looks on the back part over here, because the water will just push itself all the way up over here. As long as the pipe is full, the water will be fine. And water over here is very fine. We did have a little bit of an issue over here. I was kind of underestimating how much water we actually need over here. But the water irrigation tanks over here are full now, and everything should be fine. Good, but we do already know, and that's going to be an issue sooner or later, that water is very slowly running out over here. We're still at 70%, which is fine. It's not running out that fast, but it will run out over time. And we do need to put some desalination over here. Now, there are a couple of issues with that. For one, well, desalination over here, the seawater pump, well, it's a bit short. And the tall seawater pump, well, it's also a bit short. It doesn't reach all the way down here. So we need some place that's close to the water where we can start desalinating some water. So we can augment the water that's coming in from over here. And also the water that's going in over there. Though I guess, well, we are also going to move these water pumps over here at some point down here. And if you remember, we also have said that we do want to landfill all the way up to here, so that we can have more farms over here. And that means this little island over here is going to be where we're going to be doing our desalination. So we need to prepare an island over here, which means we need to get the ramp down all the way over here, which means we need to do a lot of things over here. Good, but let's maybe start by building the platform first. Now, as long as we don't build higher than this and further than this, we do have to keep in mind that, oh shit. Okay, maybe we're not going to build it this far out. I think this was just the optimal ratio thingamajig that we thought about, but maybe that's still a bit of an issue, because technically the farms will go from all the way over here to all the way over here, and then these farms from all the way over there to all the way over here. But down here, this is where we wanted to have the desalination, and, well, it's going to be an issue. Option 2 would be to do it actually over here, but we do have another issue over here, and that issue over here is iron. If we start digging over here, we're going to be hitting up a lot of iron, and we do want to dig out all of this iron over here. So, yeah, I guess we are going to have to be doing it over here. So we do have to make a ramp that goes down over here, and then a platform that's over there. Now, for the platform, that is kind of easy. Just... wait a minute. There we go. Go to level 1. Level 1 over here will mean that we will definitely be above the water. There we go. There we go. And we're just going to think of the platform over here. Now, this platform over here, we do have to keep in mind that we have to go... Technically, if we do want to connect up to this thing over here, we do have to have some layers going down. And how many layers is it going to be? Well, it's going to be 4. Because every retaining wall has a height of 5. And this over here is a height of 21. That's a height of 1. So there will be 4 retaining walls in between. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically, the platform should start over here. And just to be sure, let's add 1 more. So this over here is definitely something where we could make a platform for desalination. That also kind of looks fine because we got all the space over here. Now let's have a quick peek at desalination. How big is this going to be? Desalination is actually not that big if you think about it. Because what do we need? Well, we do need these thermal desalinators, which only require steam and seawater, and these go 1 to 1. So basically, if you think about it, what is this? About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can probably get it on an island that is with 5. Let's go with 6, so that we are definitely in the clear. What do we have right now? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. So this could be a desalination island. Definitely could be something like that. And then we need to figure out how we can get from all the way up there to all the way down there. Well, there is one way we could do that. We could just dig. I mean, it's going to be a temporary ramp going down, I think, for now. So what we could do is maybe just connect in here and then... Wait, let's go again. Here we go. Up we go. That could work. Just as a temporary solution? Maybe. There we go. And then we go all the way up over here as well. And that would then be our desalination ramp. The more I think about it, the more I just go like, you know what? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So let's commit to this. Let's edit this area over here a little bit. Let's start over here in this corner. And pull all of this in. That should cover everything. Let's have a better look at that. Yeah, that's in, those are in. Perfect. We got a couple of trucks over here available. So let's order them up and start digging down. Now for dropping stuff over here, we only want to drop rock over here. And getting down there, that's gonna take some time. At some point in time, we probably have to disable the ramp and maybe then build an access way from over there. But let's go this way first, and then we got that at least as a plan for the future. Now, the excavator should be coming from all the way over here. I think there he is. Yeah, there he goes. Good. So it should be fine. It should be fine. Good. That's going to be a long-term project. We're just going to have to wait on that for a bit. As for short-term projects, we did make this very magnificent fuel gas making machine over here. Currently, I've kind of turned it off because we have a little bit over here an issue with the prioritization. And I think that's a thing we can fix later in the game, but not right now. Now, of course, we get crude oil in over here. And the crude oil over here, the priority output for the crude oil is to go into the diesel production. However, since we are more or less pushing in crude oil over here non-stop, the overflow will always trigger. And the overflow is going all the way over here into the fuel gas production. Now, what I would rather have is that we only send crude oil into the fuel gas production if the diesel storage over here is full. And I think we can do that later on with things like electronics and stuff like that, but we can't do it right now. We can't combine the state of this priority output if we even can do that. I'm not quite sure if maybe I'm just talking out of my ass. Could be very much that I'm talking out of my ass. But I would rather have the state of that output pipe over there be combined with these fluid storage tanks over here. But at the moment, sadly, that's not possible. Now, for now, it's going to be fine. This place over here will back up sooner than later because nobody's using the fuel gas yet. But if we do want to use this as maybe for a power plant or something like that, then that is something we have to keep in mind. Solution number 2 would, of course, be get more crude oil in. Definitely a solution, but let's have a look at this real quick. This place over here, I mean, we've already been playing for 500 years, and there's only 560 or 90 years remaining over here. That's not a lot if you think about it. Well, for now, it will be fine. Good, good, good. So, what's the plan for today? Well, if we take a look at the top right corner over here, we do see 2 notices over here, which are coming up all the time, which is basically a waste of effort, which is the farms over here. The farms over here are non-stop producing things like potatoes, are non-stop producing things like corn and vegetables, and both of these are backing up all the way, all the time. So we would rather want to use our stuff for something better. Now, what can we use our corn and potatoes for? Well, there is one thing we could use it for, and that is not chickens directly, but turn it into animal feed. Now, I'm not quite sure where the animal feed recipe is. Let's have a look in here. Oh. And come on, fingers. Animal feed. Is that over here? That's wheat processing. Do we have wheat already? I guess we do have wheat. We've never really touched wheat before. But that's not what we want. That's not what we want. Neither is this, nor that. I guess it's one of those recipes we get for free. I think it's always available. So we have to look in here. But, of course, if we, for example, go for corn. Oh, not like that. Here we go. Corn. We can, of course, turn corn into ethanol by doing corn mash and stuff like that. And I think that's the only way to make ethanol. Ethanol is the thing we're going to have to do in the future. Or sugar. Sugar is also a way to do it. Sugar might even be the better way to do it. Sugar is actually the way to do it. For that, we need sugar canes. Now, for sugar canes... let's have another look at sugar canes as well. Can we also turn sugar canes into... No, we cannot. All right, interesting. Yeah, if we want to make ethanol, we should do that with sugar canes. Now, for sugar canes you'll find over here on the map. And for that, we would need a functional ship. The ship is ready. We can load the crew. This needs to be 70 people on board. We do have that. And the ship over here has already been upgraded quite effectively a couple of times. I don't think armor plating is in. Ship bridge is upgraded. Ship engine is upgraded. Yeah, we're already pretty good. We might also want to load up things to the coal mine over here. Yeah, sugarcane seeds. We just have to find them over here on the map. So we have to explore the remaining parts over here and deal with the final pirates. But I think our ship over here is already at its best. Let's have a look at research. Actually, we do get some more impressive weapons. We get 4 barrels at the end. Wow. But we should be good enough with ship weapons too over here. Yeah, we should be good enough to get to sugarcanes. However, there's another issue in the way. Sugarcane research is actually the next tier of science, for which we need to do electronics. Now, we could do fruit, and we could do canola. All right. Either way, doesn't matter. What we want to do is we definitely do want to build in an overflow usage for all the excess potatoes and all the excess vegetables and stuff like that, so that we don't waste resources over here. That is definitely the thing we want to do. Now, multiple things we can do. I think we can turn pretty much everything into animal feed. Animal feed, there we go. We can turn wheat, soybeans, corn, potatoes, wheat again. That's probably not a recipe. Actually, we can't really do that many of them. But we can definitely... Oh, we can't even turn our vegetables into animal feed. Interesting. Yeah, you would be thinking we could use all of these for that, but no, it's only wheat, soybeans, corn, potatoes, and wheat again. And also for the corn, the only way we get animal feed out of that is if we turn it into corn mash, which we do still need to make, I think, because is it only for ethanol, not for sugar? Yeah, we get sugar from sugar beets. Okay, never mind. All right. But animal feed is definitely a thing where we can at least dunk our potatoes in. If we have another look at potatoes, the other way we could use our potatoes for is maybe instead of, yeah, you know what? Maybe instead of having like one generic solution for every vegetable, maybe let's go for the dedicated solutions, because potatoes, we can't turn into fuel gas with the anaerobic digester. And fuel gas, we can just easily turn, if we combine fuel gas with, I guess, oxygen it was. Where's that? Fuel gas, there we go. Yeah, if we combine fuel gas with oxygen, we get diesel. And you know what? That's pretty good. We always need diesel. There's no way we don't need more diesel. So that would maybe be the good solution for potatoes. But what about things like corn? Now for corn, maybe, okay, corn goes 60 to 72 into animal feed. If we go back to animal feed, potatoes goes... potatoes are less good than that. Alright, and if we just go generic animal feed, the best thing for animal feed is actually going to be... I guess it's wheat? Wait, it's a little bit confusing. Yes, wheat. 60 wheat into 96. Yeah, sure. So let's do that. Let's start with that then. Alright. We know what we need to do now. So we want to compensate our excess potatoes over here. Now, potatoes, we make a total of 34 potatoes per 60 seconds. And we consume a total of 18.2. Now, potatoes will always be, well, we will be making more potatoes in the future. And consumption of potatoes over here will be going up as well. So we shouldn't make the potato sink too big. Nevertheless, let's have a look at where the building is. Where is that? Is it under recycling? That is under recycling. There we go. Let's put you down over here for a second, and let's have a look at you. So you do take 14 potatoes every 60. If we put down 3 of these, or even 2 of these, maybe 3 of these, then we would already be maxing out what we need. Maybe even 3 of these, because if we do remember the fuel gas recipe over here, if we want to turn the fuel gas over here into diesel, then we would need 36 fuel gas in total. You only make 6. So technically, optimal case would be a 6-to-1 ratio. We could build this the optimal case. We could prep this for the optimal case. Let's put it like this. We can prep this for the optimal case, which would be 6 of these. But we're probably only going to be firing up a couple of them. The other ones will be resting and in pause mode, because we don't really want to employ people that don't do anything, because, well, that's a bit of a waste of resources. So these over here, they do make 36 fuel gas, and then we need about 18 oxygen over here to turn that into diesel. Now, oxygen, I think we make a little bit more than that. Yeah, we make 36. So let's put you maybe over here for now. Just put them all next to each other, so that we know what we need. And we do need the machine that turns that fuel gas over here into diesel. And that's being done in a cracking unit. So that thing is over here. There we go. I can use my eyes. There we go. So fuel gas and oxygen into a little bit of water and diesel. Now the water, we will just have to sink, I guess. We can't really evaporate the water, so the water, well, we could maybe just hook it up into this place over here. I mean, this thing over here will be built close by to the potato farm. It will probably be built right over here, actually. So that's a thing we need to keep in mind. So let's try to make this thing pretty. There we go. And then copy over, do something like this. I don't think that will work fine. No, it will work fine if we do the following. There we go. Take all of this. Can we flip this? Nope. We can flip this. That also means the inputs over here line up. And since these over here will only be consuming potatoes, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. How many potatoes in total? It's 14, 24, and then 42. That was horrible calculation. The result was correct, but 14, 24 is not how you calculate that. 42, 84 in total. So that does mean we do need a bit of a faster belt over here, which is fine. You go to there. You go to there. And you go into there. Good. Let's make you a little bit shorter. And let's give you something like a loose storage. I think a single loose storage array will be fine. We could double it down if we want to. Maybe 2 of them? Let's go with 2 of them. just because it looks nice. That's the only reason. Good. And then U-shape conveyor. There we go. You go to there. And you go into there. So potatoes will be going down over here. They will be turned into fuel gas. And of course, also very important, into compost. Now the compost, we will have a composting plant nearby as well. So we have to keep that in mind. But now let's go for the next step, which will be you. We're probably better off if we place you like this. And this one over here is going to be a bit confusing. But I think doing it like this will be fine. Though we do need to flip you. There we go. You over there. Yes, you want oxygen and fuel gas. The fuel gas. Let's move you up by one. There we go. So we can have the fuel gas pipe over here at the back. And then we can have the oxygen pipe right over here. So oxygen goes like this, that, this. Done. Fuel gas. Since we're only going to be processing 36 per second, we don't need a very big pipe. A small pipe over here will be enough. Good. And then, of course, we're going to have this magnificent pipe. There we go. Same over here. Good. So we don't block the outputs over there. And then we do the same thing over there. You go this way. Go up by one. Oh, not like that. Go down by one. And in we go. And then you go over. Up by one. Down by one. And in we go. Good. That's the fuel gas connected. And out comes diesel. Now the diesel, we just gotta store it. I mean, this is more or less a sink thingy. And, I mean, trucks over here, if they want to get diesel, they have to go all the way over there. So it does kind of make sense that we have a little bit of a diesel-ish plant over here that can make some diesel for us. Good. As for the nitrogen, for now, we don't really need it. So it just gets to go up a chute. And putting more nitrogen in the air, that is not really pollution at all. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. Good. Then these things over here, now this is where the important part is going to be. We're going to be filling you up with potatoes. However, the priority over here is going to be fairly low. Like priority 14, I think is fine. So that other places over here get delivered first. There we go. Good, 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 good. And then compost. What do we get? We get like 6 compost every 60. What can we do with that? We can combine that stuff up. Well, we can just dump it. Can be dumped anywhere, but we should maybe combine it up with some gravel and turn that just into dirt. Dirt is something we do still need. Well, not for bricks anymore, but dirt is also a very good landfilling material. And I mean, we do kind of want, that's also kind of the thing that we are trying to do over here. Like the bottom layer over here will be stone, but at some point in time, we're going to put a layer of grass on top of it because we do want to put a layer of grass around stuff to make it look nice, you know. But 2 things you could do over here. Option number 1, maybe stores for now. Option number 2, just turn it straight to the dirt over here. If we do want to turn it to the dirt straight over here, then we will have to add something to this whole thing. But let's maybe start over here with a storage. And yes, we're just going to go for the big boy storage over here. There we go. Big boy storage over here, making diesel. Oh, almost. Absolutely. How much diesel do we make? 24 every 60? If this thing actually does manage to fill up, then I'll be surprised. Not only that, we're also going to be putting in a fueling station over there. Here we go. Sure, should be fine. Should be fine. Good, 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 good. We might even want to import over here a little bit. If we do combine it with a fueling station, we might just want to import over here a little bit. But then if this over here makes more than we actually want to import, that'll be fine as well. Good, 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 good. Now, I'm still not quite sure what we're going to be doing with the compost over here. We're really not making that much compost over here. There will be a compost processing plant somewhere, and we actually do want to use it right away because nobody's using compost right now. So then we're just going to make a little side facility, I guess. Now, we do need, well, we can easily get a belt over here with the compost to get over here. So, the compost, you're there. We can combine it up with some gravel straight into dirt in a mixer. So, let's get that mixer first. Mixers, they are, of course, where are they? There they are. We could just go straight for mixer number 2. I don't think we need to worry too much about that. You over there, we are going to be making some dirt. There we go. And the import is straightforward. I'm just going to flip that output to the inside over here so that we don't need to worry about it. There we go. We can place it over here. Over here is fine. Actually, one further out. And one further up. There we go. And maybe actually align you, sorry, with you. So that we have this alignment over here. That looks like a fine alignment. Good. Now, compost is a U-shape. Perfect. So you go to there. You go to there. You go to there. And then we need the same thing over here. I was kind of hoping we could just end up doing something like this. Oh, can we connect over here? Or is this going to be a no-no zone? No, it's fine. Perfect. Good. And it all goes over here. And this one over there will be reserved for the gravel then. Good, 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 good. So, gravel. Now, making gravel is not too hard. How much gravel do we need in total? We need like, what is it? It's all the way at the top. 48 gravel. Now, I'm pretty sure, I'm confident, maybe, it's 2 of these. 2 of these, making gravel will be enough. Only bottom side, of course, is they have the input all the way at the top, which is going to be a bit annoying. But technically, let's place one over here. And the other one over there. That'll be fine. So that we can have like another storage system over here. Perfect. You over there. You will be stone. Keep full like a bit. Like 50% or something like that. That'll be fine. Good. And then it comes to U-shape. Okay, we need to be that high. We can probably do it from all the way over there. One for the back, please. Perfect, because then we can connect up over here and move you around like that. Yeah, going that way is also fine. I actually wanted to go the other way around, but this is fine. And then you over there. You go straight in. And you over there. You go over there. Good. And you make gravel. And you make gravel. Good. We could also maybe import gravel, but I don't really think we are exporting gravel that much. We're definitely handling stone and stuff. So that'll be fine. And then the only thing that comes out over here is dirt. Now, how much dirt is going to be coming out? Do I really want to do one of these? No, actually I don't. But one thing we do need to keep in mind. Oh, and I completely ignored that. We might want to get some... Yeah, we need to have an option for that. We might want to get in some... what's it called again? Some compost from somewhere else. So we do need to keep something like that in mind. So how about we delete all of this? Oh, shit. I didn't want to delete that. There we go. And sometimes the accuracy over here is a little bit challenging. Which is fine, All right, U-shape balancer. We can place the U-shape balancer over there. And then... Yeah, U-shape connector was correct. Combine these up, and then we got like an entry point over here, and over here. Though I don't think that this one will be used. But we got like 2 extra entries over here. Where we could bring more stuff in. We could... Now, we do know one thing over here. Now, I don't really have the space over here because I kind of built like an idiot over here, which I do end up doing quite often. But if we go back to the housing services and stuff like that, we do have the... Where is that? The biomass collection over here, which we could easily hook up into here. So we do want to bring some biomass over here, if possible. So how about we do the following? A loose storage over here. Yeah, let's align them up. And a loose storage over here. That will be an output. This will be an input. There we go. And then your priority input will be these two. And if you can't use this stuff over there, use whatever is coming from the input over there. You over there, you will be biomass coming in from somewhere. Doesn't really matter. Just bring biomass. And something is going wrong over here. Oh, it has been a landfill accident. We'll fix that soon. How did you break? We'll fix that soon as well. Let's maybe go speed 1 for now, because things seems to be going bad. Let's finish this real quick. Good. There we go. And then you go out. That will be the dirt. And then we are done. And this one over there, dirt, but keep it empty. All right. The only thing that's still left over here is this water connection. That's fine. We'll find a way for that one over there at some point in time. That over there is also not going good, but that will be fine as well. Good. But this over here is more or less our potato processor for excess potatoes. Now, this thing over here, I did kind of say I want it over here. We could just place it right over here. I mean, this area over here is reserved for, well, any kind of industry. So how about we just place you over here? And we start building that. Good. And I'm just going to do this. There we go. That's why we have all the storages. So we don't need to worry about it. Done. Perfect. Looking at the time, we're also running out of time. Nevertheless, content will be back. I might still have a hiccup or two in here because I don't have a backlog at the moment. But nevertheless, I will be pledging myself again to make daily uploads if possible, with the exception of Sunday, because, well, Sunday is usually my total day off. Also, another thing that's kind of affected the schedule, of course, is we now stream on Wednesdays again. And usually on Wednesdays was usually one of those days where I had some time to do some more recording stuff. But since we're now kind of involved in Baldur's Gate and into a little bit more variety streaming on Wednesdays, well, that kind of got eaten as well. Nevertheless, if things don't go as they are planned, I'll just have to change them up. That's the only way to do that. I mean, if things don't go according to plan differently and change accordingly, and then things will be going fine again. Nevertheless, thank you so much for today. If you do like what you see, please do leave a like, a follow, a comment, a subscription. Every one of those actions does help me out in growing this channel slowly into something bloody amazing. Nevertheless, thank you so much for tonight and have an amazing evening. Until next time, see you around.